are live, because we are right here, right now. Hope you guys are doing well. Hello, hello, as you guys slowly come in. I'm parked in a park under a tree with the chirping birds and the flowing river. One of my favorite places, actually. I am in one of my favorite places. One of my childhood stomping grounds, but hello, hello, hello. What is happening? I'll wait for you guys to come in and I'll set up. So I am in the shade, right? I'm in the shade, a beautiful park. This is where Christo and I used to come and film videos, this picnic table right here. The river where the guy caught the fish is literally right there. In what video was that? Remind me, it was Frederic Molle's Bois d'Orage French Lover video. We got one. I see one. Hit the like, guys. Fuh! What is happening? Rich Mitch. Yeah, buddy! We're live from the park. I am in the park. Okay, let me set up, okay? Let me set up. I just got here. But, oh, what a day. It's actually gorgeous out. It's super sunny. The sky is blue. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys quickly. But hello, hello. Say hello as you guys are coming in, and I'll show you guys the park. I'll show you what it looks like. It's really cool. I mean, it's just the park, right? But just so you guys can see. Can I turn this around, this camera? Oh, here we go. I can. I did not know that. Here we go. Okay. So here we are. This is me. And that is me under the tree. Look at the size of this tree, okay? Okay, let's go back in the car. There's nobody here. It's very quiet and peaceful, just the way I like it. No noise pollution. All right, here we go. Let me put you guys back right there. Like the stream as you guys are coming in. I see 25 of you here. 3 likes. Hit the like button. Get the algorithm going. We'll have a fun stream. But we're gonna do, I got some of my favorite rose, iris, violet perfumes because I just got Comete and you know I wore it yesterday. So we're gonna talk about Comete some more. I've discovered some things that I want to share, but you know I don't want to just put it away. I'm enjoying Comete and I want to talk about it. So, and it is a rose, iris, a violet perfume. So I've got a big box of fragrances here. Here's Comete. All right. So first of all, who here owns Comete? Who loves it enough to have bought in a bottle? And who hasn't smelled it? And who just doesn't care? And any answer you give is okay. Any answer is the right answer. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong answer here. But let's say hello here. Rich Mitch, Yossi, what's happening? Good to see you, Yossi. Hope your studying is coming good. Olfactive, Corinne, how's it going? Hello, good to see you. Hope all is well in France. Turned on, tuned out. Nirvana, Christo, great start. Brandon, what's happening? Baby Bois, good to see you, brother. Latasha, hello, everyone. Enrique, hello. Let us know your sense of the day, guys. Drop your sense of the day in the comments. It'll be nice. I love, even if you're watching this later, drop your scent of the day. Let us know what you guys are wearing. I love sharing my stuff, but I also love hearing your stuff as well. So as much as you guys love watching what I'm wearing and me sharing my stuff, like I also love hearing what you guys are wearing and how much you're enjoying it. And so does everybody else. They love reading your comments. So please let us know what you guys are wearing. Nice and sunny. It is very beautiful. The sky is blue with a little bit of clouds. Apple Peel, what you doing, son? I'm chilling here with you. Whatever you're doing, we're doing. We're doing it together. Here we are. You know, we're just taking it all in, having a little bit of fun before I go to the gym and go to work. You know, we'll kick it. We'll talk about perfume and anything else you guys want to talk about. Drawn by Sense, hello. Looks nice there. It is. Comete is a no for me, sadly, says Nick Walker. No. Just picked up 31 Rue Cambon at half price. There's a deal. Good for you. But Nick Walker retracted his statement. Maybe he does like Comete. Anyone here that doesn't like Comete? Such a pretty park. It is. They used to have a swimming pool here, but they filled it in. The miserable grouches. How could you fill in a swimming pool? A public pool. Brandon doesn't care. I don't care. Oh, you don't care, Brandon, about what? Comete? Latasha says, I haven't smelled it. Say Chanel numero 5. It lasts 5 minutes on my skin, so can't justify. Wow. Only 5 minutes. What do you have? Like, what kind of skin do you have? Crocodile skin? Bro, this thing lasts all day on me. I'm actually going to put some on right now. Okay. Comete. And I did, where's Oris? Is Oris here? She was talking about the aldehydes. And I never really noticed the aldehydes until yesterday. And even yesterday was like just the trace. But they're there just to give it that sparkle. The aldehydes give it that. I think that is the effect that gives it that like stardust, that trail, that stardusty comet trail. And I never noticed the cherry either. I noticed the cherry blossom, but I never noticed like the amount of cherry. And I kept saying, oh, thank God it's not one of those goopy Tom Ford cherry, like lost cherry. And it's not. It's something completely different. And I was not expecting this. But this is the type of cherry that I get from this, okay? And this was a surprise. I get this cherry from Le Petite Robe Noire. Anyone else get that kind of cherry? It's more of a fresh, fruity cherry than sticky, goopy, and numbing. Andre says, I've not smelled Comete yet. Well, let us know when you do. Take your time, but for me, it's a big, big love. John By says, I love the opening of Comete. The weather is not good in France. Dedrick Miner says, hey, Eugene, scent of the day, Eau de Magnolia. What's happening, Dedrick Miner? Good to see you. Recently discovered this, and I'm in love. Why is it not spoken about more? Eau de Magnolia. I'm not sure. Why isn't it spoken more about? I think because maybe it's one of the softest Frederic molds, one of the more airier, fresher ones. Fresher ones? Freshier. I don't know. Like even for myself, I have not worn it a whole lot. Manginosis, good afternoon. Good to see you. Olfactus is wearing Narcissus Poeticus by Chloe. I don't know that one. Does your starfish smell of Comete? What do you mean starfish? Greetings, L'air de Desert Marocain, says Milosh. Good one. What's happening, Milosh? Good to see you too, man. I hope you are well. Brandon flexing in his Irish Ganoche today. Good for you. How many mills do you own? How many mills of Irish Ganoche do you own? Guys, hit the like. We got 50 in the house. Hit the likes. Big likes up. I bought Peau Monsieur in April, and I ended up with a sample of Petite, and they put Comete samples in May. Unlucky. What? I bought Peau Monsieur in April, and I ended up with a sample of Paris. Pradeep says sampling Celine Zuzu. How is it, Pradeep? How do you like it or don't like it? I really want to smell that. I'm super excited. Somebody said Zuzu smelled like Belle. But somebody also said Comete smelled like Belle. And I never really got that association until, I think it was Christine said it here yesterday. It smells like Belle. And I never really thought about that, even with that rose, iris, violet connection. And then, like, once she said it and then I smelled it, I was like, oh shit, like now I mean, not that it smells anything like Belle, but like that part, that floral part is like, now I can't unsee it. Like, yeah, I see it now, but where this Comete is much more fruitier with that cherry, it has that fruity cherry opening. You know, Belle is not fruity. I don't find it fruity at all. It is like replace that fruit for chocolate, right? This is rose, iris, violet as well, but not fruity. It's much drier and chocolatier. What else? Oh, I've got rose. Okay, so here's another favorite rose, iris, violet, and this is lipstick rose. And this is also musk, rose, iris, violet. And those florals, they get lost in these musks. And it feels like when the musk comes out, like when you warm up, then the florals come out. But all these musky floral perfumes, like these florals, they're done in this gourmandy kind of way. Like I feel like I want to eat them. I don't know why. There's something else in here, but this is very lovely. This is grapefruit and vetiver as well, so it's quite earthy, but very beautiful. Very beautiful lipstick rose. It is a very lovely one. Here's another. This is Chant for the Nymph by Gucci, right? And this is more violet than rose and more iris than rose. But they've also got, in this line, Gucci has Tears of Iris, which is also, it's an iris perfume with violets, but not so much rose. This has more of all three of them. I think I prefer this one more to Tears of Iris. This feels like it's a more interesting perfume. This has, it's softer and creamier and pastel-y. This is very pastel-y and cottony. The musks here are like cottony soft, but it's very floral. There might even be some frangipani in here. It feels a touch, I want to say suntan lotion. It feels tropical. This has also got the Biggie Lang, the tuberose as well. But this is nice and powdery and musky, and it's got all of those beautiful floral accords. Let me know your guys' favorite rose, iris, violets. I'm going to catch up with the chat here. Hello, Maestro. Hello to you, Amin. And we got some French people in here, French-speaking people. That's cool. Say hello. Guys, like the stream. Comete lasts forever. It does for me too, Oris. I would agree. It's nice and soft, but it keeps going. It never really ends for me. Sente de Bellum. Nothing beats this. Carl Anderson, what is happening, brother? Good to see you. I smelled Comete, says Christine. It's lovely. Have not purchased yet. Today I'm stressed out with work, so I'm wearing a Bath & Body Works apple smell so I can feel like a teenager. I'm all right again. Aw. Good to see you, Christine. I'm sorry to hear that you're not doing well, but hopefully that will change for you very soon. Hopefully by the end of this stream, you'll be feeling better and we can get you to spray something else. Wearing Lavande 44 right now. That's the new Le Labo. I have that. That is a musky lavender. A very detergenty and fabric softener. Rizzard, what is happening? Hello to you, my friend. Nah, it's a Tonka bomb, says Pradeep. Zuzu is a Tonka bean bomb. Ooh, well, nah meaning what? You don't like it, or Les Bonnes and j'adore? Antoine Lee's most hated fragrance. When Antoine was on the live, somebody asked what it was his most hated fragrance, and he said, J'adore. Idemo, Duchan, Aimo. There's a cherry blossom version of Le Petite Robe Noire last year, but I found it boring. I have the Guerlain cherry blossom here. I do not have the Le Petite Robe Noire cherry blossom. I didn't even know there was one, to be honest. Do you hear the birds, the chirping birds? I love that sound. I love the frequency of the birds. The birds always raise my frequency. I always feel like I'm like really happy and energetic when the birds are out. The birds recharge me. That's what I feel like. I can plug into the birds. When there's nothing else, when there's no carbohydrates, you plug into the birds. I don't have Petite Robe Noire. I should smell it. I bet I'd like it. You might. It's very cherry. It's very floral and vanillic. But here's another Guerlain. Here's the master. This is another violet, right? But I'm not sure about the rose. There's touch of iris and ionones in here, but these are notes that usually play really well together. Violet and iris usually are paired and they go well, and historically they've always been like compatible, you know? But this is Insolence. This is probably one of the biggest violets that I own and know of. And this is something else. This is powdery and monstrous. Let me put a little bit on. Candied. This is a very candied. And again, like there are edible qualities to all of these musky violets and rose and irises. Guys, I'm going to kind of light up. I've got something here. If you guys are smoking something, let us know what you're smoking. I am going to open up this caramel. No more. This is no more sour diesel. This is a little bit smoother. Yeah, it's a little bit smoother, but they are double the price and they're harder to find. So the caramels are good, but they're a little bit harsh. These would, I mean, the sour diesels are a little bit harsh. These would be like the Hermescence version. You know, these are much smoother and lighter and go down and do everything just as good, but we'll just alter the mood in here a little bit. Greetings from Rue Gambon. Milosh, what are you doing there, man? Bobby Dior in the house. What is happening, Bobby? Good to see you, my friend. Always good seeing Bobby. Sends the night. Vintage Zara put home. We got 64. Guys, like the stream. If you're enjoying yourself, like the stream. It helps with the algorithm and it'll bring more people in. Please like the stream if you're enjoying yourself. Zuzu is just vanilla and musk. Boring lactonic base perfume. Did you like any of the Celines? You did like the Celines, didn't you? Rodolfo, my handsome friend. Thank you, Rodolfo. Good to see you. People say all perfumes with violet and iris smell the same, and they're wrong. Well, I mean, violets are going to smell similar to other violets, and iris is going to smell similar to other violets. So, I mean, they don't all smell the same. Might smell similar, which is fine. They're allowed to. But I don't know. I've got tons of them, and I can definitely tell the difference. I have never really mistaken any for another. So, I don't know. I'm a big fan of rose, iris, violets together, individually, separately, in any kind of combination. I love all of those florals. We've got this really big rose bush growing in our backyard, and they're just about to bloom. The roses are they're just buds now, but they've already got a nice smell to them. They're gorgeous. They're a little bit honeyed and fruity, but they're very beautiful. I'm a big fan of rose, iris, violets. I like ylang, jasmines, tuberose. Ooh, Gucci. Who, says Nick. Oh, is that all for the Gucci? Oh my God, I love Chant for the Nymph and had it on earlier in the week. We talked about that, Christine. You were on the live once, and we talked about Chant for the Nymph. What do you recommend for extremely hot and humid weather and warm the rest of the year? How about something like Dior Homme Sport? Dior Homme, no, the musky one. Dior Homme Cologne for hot and humid. I would go with a cologne. Dior Homme Cologne is perfect for that. Any of the Les Indemnidables colognes, any of the Paris Lizzos. From Guerlain, I would say like Guerlain Cologne to 68, but that's been discontinued. What else do they have for fresh and clean and cologne? I don't know. Eau de Rochas is really nice for fresh and clean. It's got a nice musk accord to it. Fresh and clean for hot. I would start there. Start with the Chanel Lizzo. Guerlain L'Homme Idéal EDP, the best powdery cherry. Guerlain's always had an association with that cherry, right? Like, yeah. And Voss said he's not giving up on that cherry. He's a cherry picker. Voss said is a cherry picker. I want to try those Gucci's. I'm on the Gulf Coast in South Texas. Hello? My favorite rose iris is Hermes Fleur de Vigne by Jean-Claude. I'd never heard of this. Pradeep. Rose iris. Scent of the day, Antaeus, RN. There's a favorite. I got half a liter of Chamad today. I like the rose in Santal Royale, but favorite rose is definitely LDE. Awesome, thank you. We got 59 people here, 19 likes. Guys, I'm going to Portugal next week. I haven't booked my ticket, but I am on my way to Portugal. That's right. I think I'm going to be going alone. But I'll talk to the kids this weekend. They're coming over. I'll see them tomorrow, and I'll have a discussion with them. See, I'll gauge their interest, check, see if they want to come. But I am going to Portugal for the Art and Olfaction Awards. Descendre has been nominated for the Art and Olfaction Awards. I see there's 61 people here. There's a lot of new people here. And if you want to try Descendre or any of my perfumes, you can at lesabstraits.com. If you check out any one sample, I will send you all three. So for 15 bucks, you can try all three of Les Abstraits samples. And if you enjoy them enough, come back and purchase a full bottle at lesabstraits.com, lesabstraits.com, and use shipping code freefreefree, and that'll get you free shipping worldwide. But thank you to everybody. You guys have all been awesome. Check out my perfumes at lesabstraits.com. For those of you that haven't tried them, a lot of people here have tried them, and I appreciate them. But if anyone else is here and you've not been able to try, or not even heard of them, if you've never heard of them, check them out. Thank you so much. And we're going to Portugal next year for the Art and Olfactions, because Descendre has been nominated for a 2023 finalist, which is super damn exciting coming from a YouTuber. Just sitting in the park. Pretty wild. So dreams can come true, guys. If you have dreams, follow them, live them, chase them. Don't be shy to put them out publicly. Don't be discouraged. If there's something that you want, let the universe know, and the universe will help you. It will guide you. It will lead you there. You know, you just got to be bold and courageous with your words, and not worry about what other people are going to think about you. Not worry about what other people's focus is. Just kind of focus on yourself and let that guide you and lead you. Ivana Fragrances, how are you? I'm good, Ivana. I'm actually in Croatian Park here, Ivana. If you go after this stream, if you go to the beginning of the video, I just gave a quick tour. This actually is the Croatian park that I'm chilling in. Rudy's driving but listening. Good to see you, Rudy. What's happening, buddy? What are you wearing? Long time no see. Have you smelled Comete, Rudy? I haven't talked to Rudy in a while. Usually we check in with each other every so often. CK, what's happening? Alejandro Rose, oh hi. What's your favorite bird? Tell us. The dodo or Kentucky Fried Chicken, either or. Guys, let us know your favorite rose, iris, violets. I've got a few more here I'm going to share. But like the stream, we got 66 in the house, only 22 likes. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, give it a good lick. And that will spread the algorithm. We get more people in here. Love French Kiss by Guerlain. There's another rosy. Is it a rose, iris, violet? I've never owned. Do I own French Kiss? I might own a partial. His favorite bird is a cardinal. Cardinals are nice. Cardinals are beautiful. Blue jays are beautiful. I love blue herons. Every once in a while, I'll see a blue heron. Like if I'm really deep in the river somewhere, it'll just fly overhead. And they're friggin' breathtaking. Comete is like Paris Venice on steroids. Paris Venice is like an oriental, a very soft one. I never saw that. I would have to go back either. I don't remember it being rose, iris, violets. It might be like the ambery vanilla base that they share. But Paris Venice is a favorite as well. Roussel before he puffed his nose out. Recently I love Nehima. There's a beauty. Serge Louton's Bois de Violette, says Amin. I've got to try that. I love Insolence. Take the key out of the ignition. It's a push start, bro. It's a push start. Here we go. You're late, Kevin. Where have you been? We got to do our push-ups. Non-smoker, but I don't mind if someone do. Yeah, light them up, guys. Best violet for men ever. Fahrenheit and Chamad put home. Okay, so when we say violet, are we inclusive here? I feel like we're a pretty inclusive group and we include everybody. But I mean, if we're gonna be specific, violet and violet leaf can be two different things. And I think Fahrenheit is more about the violet leaf. And these here are more about the violet flower. Pradeep only likes night clubbing. I like night clubbing. Love Nirvana. Is there somewhere Nirvana sent? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Hey, Eugene, what is your favorite iris fragrance? Man, that's really tough. There's so many good ones, but I always go back to 19 and Bella Despito. Those are two of my favorites. And Bellhomme, of course. I just had to throw that in there. La Frenchie. There's a big lavender. How many open bottles are you driving around with, Eugene? Well, I've showed you about half that was in that box. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Here is another. This is Celine La Peau Neau. And this is Rose and Iris. I'm not sure if the violet is here. There might be traces of violet, but this is also musky, musky, musky. Edible, you know, it is that musky rose, that musky iris, but it's also powdery and waxy and cosmetic-y. And as much as we say, like, Celine took a lot of pages out of Chanel's book, It seems this time Comete has taken some pages out of Celine's book, because Celine did it first this time. And this is very much in the same ballpark as Comete. That's Le Peau Neau. Very powdery, cosmetic-y. It's like that cosmetic face powders and creams, and it's also got some vetiver as well. I love when vetiver is used with these florals because it offsets some of that femininity. But what else do I got here? Okay, another. Chanel did it first, actually. But this is completely different. Like, Misia is also rose iris violet, being dominated by violet, though. This is violet domination. This is one of my favorite violets. And talking about violets, like if you want to go masculine violets, another one of my favorites is Lupin. But that's more of a violet leaf and way more masculine than this, feminine. We got 80 in the house. Guys, like the stream. 26 likes. So I am Bobby. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 bottles driving shotgun. I'm being smuggled by sea. I'll donate $100 if you do the heroin challenge. You must OD and have your friend revive you. Sounds interesting. Portugal, my fancy pants. Yeah, is anyone going to be in Portugal? That's what I wanted to ask. Is anyone going to be there? Meet me in Portugal. If anyone's going to be there, let me know, and we will definitely meet up. But I want to meet up with João. I want to meet up with Bernardo. There's a huge, actually, sector of Portugal whack pack. They used to come out of the woodwork. It's been a long time since I've seen the Portuguese whack pack. But they're pretty awesome. I'm hoping to meet some of them down there. Are you going to France and meet up with anyone? Listen, after this weekend, I haven't even looked at a calendar yet. I swear to God, I haven't. I haven't even decided how long I'm going to go for, when I'm going to come back, if I'm going to. I haven't even gotten back to Antoine about like letting him know if I'm going to. So when I say I'm last minute, I am literally spontaneous and last minute. I might even buy my ticket like the morning before I go. Portugal is on my bucket list. Let's go to Portugal. Let's all go to Portugal. Still waiting for those really nice Les Abs tote bags to drop. We went from quatrefoil microfiber cloths to tote bags. Guys, I'm all out of microfiber cloths. Did you guys enjoy those? Should I get more? Are they worth getting? Nobody's ever really said, hey, I love my microfiber cloth. So I was like, all right, we'll just kind of like, once they sell out, we'll just leave them there. But yeah, tote bags. Bryce says lipstick rose and Le Peau Neau. Yeah, those are two of the best. Here's lipstick rose. I've got that here. And Le Peau Neau. But there's something really special about Misia. Misia is seductive and sexy. I find this Misia super sexy. And there's a darkness, a mysteriousness to Misia. Misia is really a fine violet. And it's not as sweet. Misia isn't as sweet or gourmandy as the rest of these. I think it's missing that musk. It's got to be the musk, but Misia's leathery. There's like a fine line of leather that goes like throughout Misia. And the powder is so perfect. It's not overly powdery, but it has just enough to let you know that it's knocking on the door saying, hey, Powder Boy is here. I'm waiting for Les Abstraits Roach clip. How about grinder? Should we get some Les Abs grinders for the people that roll their own stuff? I've never rolled a joint in my life, if I'm being totally honest. I got Bry here. What's happening, Bry, man? Let's go. You've come a long way. Congrats. Thanks, Bry. Love you, brother. I love all you guys. You guys are all great. There's so many great people here. Hey, bud, where are you from? Israel? No, I'm in Toronto, man. Actually, it's just like one city over from Toronto. Born and raised in Toronto, but my parents are Croatian. Herzegovinians from Croatia. But that's I'm from here. Omar, what's happening? Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Almost going to the gym. Do you guys use scent for the gym? Yes. I just, whatever I'm wearing for the day, I just carry that into the gym with me. I try not to spray anything fresh when I go to the gym. Sometimes it happens. I'm not going to say it never happens. Sometimes it does, but like whatever I'm wearing for the day comes with me, and it usually lasts. But God, this Misia is really nice. Misia is a winner. The Chanels are winners. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know what it is. Like, there's a lot of things that are special about these Chanels. First of all, it's like the materials that they use, the quality is, it's of a higher quality than I think most designers use. The balance is absolutely perfect. Like, nothing is out of place. It's like so fine, so precise. I almost wonder if they're using some sort of AI or some sort of technology to help them balance all of this out. My scent of the day is Ocean Sunset by Transcendent Perfumes. I've not heard of that, but welcome, Flames316. Scent Siblings. I gave it a good lick. I'm wearing Coco Mademoiselle today. I love Coco Mad with a black satin ball cap. Awesome. That's Julia, right? Guys, give the stream a good lick and be as funny as Julia. I love Paris Venice so much. I'm a big fan of Paris Venice as well. Galen says, I love an Ambre Aleve from Neau for Iris, a Violet Rose. I've not heard of this either. How do you guys know all these good perfumes? And why haven't you guys ever said anything? Lori, hi Lori, how's it going? Says, I get musky smells towards the end for Paris Venice. Yeah. Okay. I would imagine there's some musks in there. I need to sample Lipstick Rose. What else do I have here? I've got a couple of cool things. Iris Poudre is my favorite. Iris Poudre is lovely. But I don't find it like the rose, iris, violet. Not that I remember. But I think I like Heaven Can Wait better than Iris Poudre. And I've got it right here for another Iris perfume. Heaven Can Wait. I think we're blessed. I think we've been blessed this past year with two really amazing additions to the Iris category, that being Comete and Heaven Can Wait. And what I actually like about these is they're not like dominantly Iris. There are so many other things going on in here. You know, they're not like Hades. When I smell Hades, to me, it's like dominantly Iris. You know, I don't get a whole lot of other things going on, but that's my perception of it. But these, like when I wear these, I don't think, oh, this is just Iris. You know, Iris is there, but it gets lost in the crowd. There's a steady stream of notes flowing through it. Or says, Galen, did you see I tried the Moulin Rouge? It reminded me of Ombre à Lèvres. Moulin Rouge is also one of those kind of powdery, lipsticky rose iris violets, isn't it? I've not tried that, but I keep hearing good things about that. Okay, where'd we go here? Aaron says, Tom Ford's Ombre Leather has violet, but the leather smells like rubber tires. Yeah, I don't really get a whole lot of florals from Ombre. To me, it's like mostly smoke and tar and leather, and there might be some jasmine. There might be some jasmine. I think jasmine stands out for me. Every time you take a puff, it reminds me of Auntie Jenkins. Speaking about aunties, okay, Brandon, you want to talk about aunties. The only thing I want is I want you to bring me something from your auntie's kitchen, okay? And it better be green and it better be good. According to which is the best tobacco-based fragrance? Best tobacco. Oh, there's lots of good tobaccos. I would start with Vanille Havane, Les Indemnidables. That's really good. I really like Serge Luton's Fumerie Turk. That's really good. What else? How about Le Labo Tabac? There's the Harov tobacco. That's pretty solid. What else? Honestly, I found tobacco, Zaharoff tobacco, way more interesting than the recent Guerlain tobacco oud, or tobacco, honey tobacco. Yeah, I found the honey tobacco quite plain, actually. Play Fortnite, play Fortnite, play Fortnite. Never, never, never. Sorry, man, I couldn't play 2 minutes of Fortnite. Comete was supposed to be vanilla centered. Thank God it ain't. It's got a little bit of vanilla, which I like. I like that sort of thing. It's not dominated by vanilla, but it's present, you know? And it never, never, ever, ever overtakes or oversteps its boundaries. It knows its place, and it's at the back, you know? It is at the back. At the end of this show, it comes out, does a little curtsy, and says thank you. It's so peaceful. See, I love this sort of thing. I can sit here, right? When I come out to places like this for meditation, I usually leave my phone and in the car or away, wherever, and I just come out here and I sit peacefully with nature. You know, no distractions, no people, just with myself, my thoughts, the voices in my head, the voices in my body, the voices outside of me, and just connect with nature. You know, something well, what the goal is to silence those voices, obviously, right? And then when you silence those voices, like all this clarity comes rushing in, you know, like the bigger picture. Yes, Misia is perfect. It's so beautiful. It's sultry. I find Misia sultry and sexy. Almost kind of like dominatrix-y. Sente de Ambre Supreme with an 18-week Neville's Haze. What is that? 18-week Neville's Haze. Mighty Sandwich, what is happening? Lots of new faces coming in here. Good to see everybody. Guys, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like. Let us know you're here. Say hello. Let us know your scent of the day, what you're doing, where you are in the world, where you're watching from. Manji Nos is asking Galen, what are you wearing? Chase, what's happening? Good to see you. Lupin Rules, lots of carnation in that sucker too. Carnation, yeah, I'm a big fan of carnation. I love a good carnation, like leathery carnations. Misia is a very lipsticky. But it's missing the creaminess. It's way more dry. It doesn't have the creaminess of Comete. Comete has that creamy almond, buttery almond. This is not, Misia is not creamy at all. It's more like dried lipsticks. Bellam is my favorite, says Tina. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Tina. I love that. Germany is calling in today from Cologne. It's time here for Shalom. I have a 17-year-old grandson, prom in June. Any recommendations for perfume? I would keep it simple and not complicated. Stick to what works. Sauvage, Bleue. I mean, yeah, 17 years old. You don't want to throw him into the fire with us, unless he's special and deserves it. But I would keep it simple. You have here in your car some perfume bunker. Do you watch sports? I enjoy sports. I don't dedicate a whole lot of time to watching it. If there happens to be a game and I have free time, I love watching hockey. I love watching baseball. I love watching football. But no, I don't dedicate any time to watching sports or anything. I don't dedicate any of my time to television or media, unless like it's my own. I'm much more like I like spending my time in nature. You know, that's where a lot of my time goes. But yeah, of course I do enjoy sports. Nikola. I do enjoy Nikola Jokic a lot. And Doncic. Those guys light me up, watching how much fun they're having playing basketball, but also like really enjoying themselves and not taking themselves too serious. That's really heartwarming. Mate, tickets are going to very cheap. Tickets to what, mate? I gotta. Getting a lot of deleted messages here. I'm not sure what's going on. Something vegetal in Misia. Really? Vegetal earthy? I don't know. I get a leather accord and some amber in the base. Mississauga. Yeah. Mississauga. My parents are Croatian, yes, of course. Do I speak Croatian? I understand Croatian very much. I don't really speak it, but I will understand everything that's spoken in front of me. Chanel is so classic. Chanel's the OG. I really like Lacree. Yes, olfactive. Oris Eros just sent me a bottle of that recently, like in the last 2 months, and it's a gorgeous, dry, sharp iris, very spicy. Are you born? No, I was born in here in Canada. I was born in Toronto. Hi, I'm new. Love Carlberg. Welcome, Carlberg. Best regards from Madrid. Hello, Madrid. I used to love Lacree, but now I just get amberwoods from it, and I think it's ruined for me, and I am sad. And now that you said it, Oris, I don't want to take on that belief. And I try not to. When I hear things like that, I try not to take on other people's beliefs. But sometimes you can't help it. Like when that seed is planted in your head, it's like you got to boot it out. As soon as it gets there, you're like, no, get out. Anyone buying Comete soon? How can I make you? Shout out, please. Have you tried Tentinage? It doesn't sound familiar. Tentinage. I don't think I've tried it. Chanel 19 Poudre is also a great one too. Poudre, I think, is actually, it is my favorite version. I know that's a sin. That is cardinal sin, rule sin to say, considering like 9. I don't know. Like, that's just my preference, is the Poudre. But I know 19 is the classic, iconic Eau de Toilette, the original. And as perfumistas, we're all supposed to love the original release, and the flankers are supposed to be secondary and not to be worshipped as cult idols. But I can't help it. I worship number 19 Poudre, and I put it on a pedestal that not many other fragrances will ever reach. I think it's the superior 19 when it comes to orris butter. When you want strictly orris butter, it's Poudre. And to make it Poudre, they needed that butteriness. But I also love Bella Respiro, which is related to 19. What about Rose de Jamal? What about Rose de Jamal? It's beautiful. But is it got violet and iris? No, it's mostly rose. Rose de Jamal is about the rose. Let's not make it about something it's not. It is definitely rosy. Hi guys, watching from the UK. Welcome. Hola, papi. What's happening, bro? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. American Pie lights out. Tobacco Mani. Picking up Comete sometime. So who else is picking up Comete? Is anyone interested in Comete? You guys over it? Do you guys not care? I mean, any answer is the right answer. It doesn't really matter. Cuir de Russie Extrait is a beautiful tobacco. That's one thing that never gets mentioned, is the tobacco in Cuir de Russie. It is a listed note, but I've not ever heard anyone mention the tobacco in Cuir de Russie. The blonde tobacco. Bennett says, it's a peaceful day here as well. Sadly, I can't get away from my phone for being on call 24/7. I'm so glad I don't have that attachment to my phone, like work related, you know? It used to be a thing. Like at work, our phones were a thing. If somebody needed me, they would text me. But I have disassociated myself from the phone and no longer carry it with me everywhere I go, so people cannot get a hold of me when I am unavailable, you know? Like when I'm meditating, you know? That's what I'm doing. That is my job. So I'm not available for distraction. That's the whole point of meditating, is to take out the distractions. But I mean, it's crazy how many of us just kind of walk around like we were born with phones. When I went half my life, I didn't know what a phone was. Like, phones didn't exist. There were no cell phones. There were no Wi-Fi. There was no data. It's like now every kid has a phone by 6 years old. I see some people, they get phones for their cats. Their cats have a phone or an iPad, or they're watching TV, but smoking is bad for you. Smoking is very bad for you. I sub. Thank you, Mr. Winner, for subbing. We love you, Eugene. Dushan, we love you. I love you too. Thank you, though. Someone was looking through the rear car window. Maybe it's the fisherman that was screaming for help. What's your opinion on India? I've never been there. I wouldn't mind going. I'd love to actually experience India. My scent of the day is Levinatium by Penhaligon's. I've not tried that. Pradeep is down to 40 mils of Comete. Sandra B is here. What's happening, Sandra B? Hello, everyone. I'm on the Eurostar back from Laundress. Forgot my headphones, so I'm watching the live on mute and mainly reading the chat. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're chilling. I'm actually just sharing some of my favorite rose, iris, violets perfumes in the park. Just enjoying the weather, the scenery, the company, the great company here. We got 75 in the house. Guys, lick the stream. Give the stream a good lick. Bobby, do you like Comete? Bennett's and Iris Terrefi. The stream is already an all-timer. What makes it an all-timer, Alejandro? Next year is the year. Go Leafs, go. Man, I've cried way too many tears for the Leafs. Jesus loves you, brother. How can I pray for you, brother? You just did, but thank you. Thank you for your prayers. I appreciate that. I guess you can pray for everybody. Pray for me by praying for everybody. Sandra says Comete is too pricey for me. Additionally, it has no staying power on my skin. It is pricey. It is soft, but it's tenacious. To me, it lasts just as long as any other Chanel. It lasts just as long as Jersey. It lasts just as long as Misia, just as long as Bella Respiro, just as long as 1932. And those are the softest Les exclusives. And to me, it lasts just as long as any of those, maybe even more so. I actually don't find the Les exclusives as soft as everybody complains about them being. Like Nick was saying, you can't smell it after 20 seconds or 5 minutes. How is that possible? Like for me, it's like every single breath that I take, I can smell my perfume. Every breath. It never goes away. It never leaves me. It's always here. It's always in my presence. Sandra B says, I am black, so certain scents get completely sucked up. Do you have dry skin? Is that what do you mean? Why do they get sucked up? Do you drink enough water? Water will hydrate your skin. What else? Well, I think water is important for a lot of people complaining about their perfume not projecting or lasting. Your skin might be too dry. What else? Exercise? I don't know. Maybe spray farther from your nose. A lot of people spray on their necks right here. I haven't sprayed my neck in 20 years. Everything I spray is underneath this line here, underneath my shirt, and it's usually around this area here. It's on the chest, and here you have these muscles on the chest, much larger than the neck, and when they warm up, because perfume works on heat. Heat activates the oils, right? So it's carried in the oils, and when the heat, when your body warms up, when your chest warms up, the heat activates the perfume and it throws it off the skin. So that's what I would do. We have to take a bank loan for Comete. I'm enjoying music for a while. Me too. Me too. Top 10 perfumes for traveling to Portugal. Number 1 would be Bois de Portugal, I imagine. What would number 2 be? He's lying. He was born in Guatemala. You got me. You got me, brother. Sandra got Cuir de Russie Extra instead. Today I decided to pay a later extra and get Cuir de Russie instead. Cuir de Russie Extra. How far back am I? Just gonna speed up. I just skipped a bunch of comments. Laurie says, apparently there will be a new limited edition of Chanel number 5 Bleue. Anxious to see what this is all about. We still haven't gotten the new version of Cristal in the cube bottle, in the number 5 bottle. So I haven't been able to smell that, and I don't know if that's changed. Is that out in the US yet? I really want to smell it because I love Cristal. I'm a big fan of Cristal. I like those kind of sharp, crisp, green things. Corinne says, I'm going to a metal fest at the end of June. Would you have a suggestion to distract me from the sweat? A metal, what festival is that? A metal fest? I didn't know you were a metalhead. How about Santal Royale? That's dirty enough. It might, I don't know, you might smell like everybody else there, actually, if you're going to a sweaty festival. How about something violet? How about Lupin? How about Lupin Dandy? Jonathan is in Rose and Queer. What's happening, Jonathan? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. A rose no one talks about anymore is Guerlain's Rose and the Cream. Yeah, unfortunately, it's been discontinued long ago. And it's never been replaced. The closest thing to it was probably Musk Noble. But Musk Noble is not as good as Rose and the Cream. It's not as interesting. Nick Walker says, Jesus loves you. And Jesus loves you too, Nick Walker. We got some pervies in the chat here. Where are the moderators? Do I have any moderators here? For me, beige is the softest, but others are not. You find beige... I find Jersey very soft, and I find Bella Speedo soft. I think those are two of the softest. I don't know if, for me, I'm speaking for myself, because I don't know you, and I don't know how you smell perfumes. To me, I don't know if beige is softer than those two. Okay, so let's show this. Let's show, this is probably the granddaddy, okay? This is not the granddaddy. This is the grandmommy of the rose, iris, and violets. Not only that, okay, but it's got heliotrope and almond and leather, all of the things in Comete. So I find all of the things in here, pretty much all of the things. Cherry blossom is in here, the cherry note, the almond. Is there almond? I'm not sure about the almond right now. There we go. Bleue. Okay, so tell me, what do you guys think of this? I mean, they don't smell alike. They don't smell like they don't smell the same, all right? But the themes are very much alike, okay? And think about this. And why? Why is this happening? Why does this issue of Chanel smell like an older version of a Guerlain in Bleue? And why does the last Chanel release, Le Lion, smell like an old version of a Guerlain? Is that coincidence? Is that just a coincidence? What do you guys think? Is Chanel trolling Guerlain? I mean, it feels kind of like, I'm not even kidding here. You guys know how much I love Chanel. It feels like Chanel is doing to Guerlain what Dior is doing to Chanel. You know what I mean? American Pie Lights Out says, I find I find a lot of the Les exclusives too strong. See? There you go. And all I hear are complaints about how weak they are. No diddy. Alexander, scent of the day, Frederic Malle Cologne Indelible, In the Heat. Yeah, there's a good one, In the Heat. There's a good musky cologne. People are always asking for fresh scents on this channel, which is kind of the wrong place to come for fresh scents, because fresh usually means clean and very uninteresting in these kind of circles. And we don't really dwell on those. We like more kind of like complicated perfumes that take us on a journey. Maybe a spiritual journey or whatever kind of journey that you're on. We're all on different journeys. What kind of journey are you guys on? Where are you guys headed? Where are your journeys taking you? Do you guys know? Do you know where you're going, or are you just going with the flow? Like, do you guys out there, do you know where you want to be? Like, do you see some place that you're heading to? A lot of messages being deleted here. Lyric Man is amazing, but no violets. Does Lyric Man have iris? I know it's a big rose. I don't remember iris in Lyric. Lyric Man is amazing. Lyric Man is there. If you want a fresh scent, there is one of the best, interesting, fresh perfumes. Lyric Man. I'll give it that. Top 10 perfumes for therapists. I think all the crazy ones, man. All the crazy perfumes. They would definitely be the weirder of the bunch, you know? Like Zing. Zing would be in there. What else? Probably Rienne. Rienne would be in there. Can you show us your light? I want to know what kind of lighter you use. Yeah, I just use a Bic, man. Whatever's available. I usually buy green lighters for some reason. There's one. I like green. But, yeah. Galen's about to time out, y'all, if you don't behave. So say something nice. And lick the stream. How many times do I gotta ask to lick the stream? Brandon, can you ask them all to lick the stream, please? Beige is not softer, lighter, but very thick. Beige is an interesting one. Beige and 1957 share that honey accord. But beige is also very different from most of the Chanels. Beige feels like it kind of stands out in a way that it doesn't fit in. Corinne says you picked one of the few Guerlain fragrances I don't have. The Fest is the Hellfest, by the way, in France. I've never heard of this Hellfest. I'm kind of glad I never heard of it. It doesn't sound, honestly, it does not sound like something I would go to, the Hellfest. But I hope that you're going to enjoy it and have a good time. Hellfest. Damn. I have the new Cristal, and it seems weaker, although very close to the older version. Longevity is very pathetic on me, unfortunately. How many times have you tried it? Like, have you allowed some air to come into the bottle? Have you allowed it to bloom? So what I want to know is, I heard that they were going to actually reformulate the perfume, and the scent itself is going to be different. The new Cristal. That's what I was curious about. I can't keep up with all these ding-dongs. What's going on? Who are the ding-dongs? Galen, can you give me a wrench? I came at just the right time. Gorgeous powdery cashmere cardigan on in the evening. What's happening, Audrey Jane? Good to see you. What are you wearing? Comete from a Prelonde. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that? Little Blue smells like Play-Doh on my skin. Comete smells way better. Oh, there's Bella Spittle. There's the softy. Iris lovers, if you haven't tried this, check out Bella Spittle. This is green and grassy, springy, floral. It has a sense of decay, like decaying florals to it. But it has that butteriness, that iris butteriness, a touch leathery, a touch lipsticky, a touch springy. More Little Blue talk will get you over 100 in the chat. Bobby, should I just hold it up like this, Bobby? Let's see if I can balance it on this steering wheel. All right, this is what we'll do. We'll see if we can get over 100. We'll talk about Little Blue and Smoke Pot. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to know about Little Blue? Thoughts. Give me your thoughts on Little Blue. You guys give me your thoughts. Like, I've spoken. I can't. There's nothing more I can tell you about Little Blue over the years, how much I've spoken about it. I own Little Bleu in many presentations. I think I have at least 3 to 4 different bottles. I have Little Bleu in the 500 ml 500 ml bottle the Toronto Guerlain boutique gave me. They used to do points. So depending on how much money you spend, you're getting a certain amount of points. And I ended up getting 2 500 Bs from them. Little Bleu and Jiki. A journey to find my life partner one day, God willing. Yeah, you'll get there. And by the time, you know, sometimes when we get there, we get to that place we thought we wanted so bad, or that thing we wanted so bad, and we do all the work that is required to get there. And then we get there and we're like, oh, fuck, like, I don't even want this anymore. But I did the work and I'm here. So you just keep going, you know? That can happen too. Going with the flow with a little plan. Mousse de Sable is fresh and a bit dirty at the same time. Really attractive. It is. Mousse de Sable. And it's soapy and it's got iris. Too busy blocking bots to think about my future. Hello, I'm a new subscriber. Hello, new subscriber. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your day. We got 200 people in the house watching. 250 likes. It's amazing. What? Therapists are weirdos? Are they? Is that a question or a comment, Oris? I had a super cool therapist. He was old as balls. I had a lot of shit therapists too. Man, oh man. There are a lot of people out there that should not be therapists. They're more like coaches. So I went through a lot of that shit too until I found my therapist. And he was tough as fucking nails. And that's exactly what I needed. I needed somebody like hardcore and gritty. And that it wasn't kind of afraid to tiptoe around the questions. I had some therapists that were like meek, you know, and they couldn't go into the dirty work, the hard work. And that's what you need. But are therapists weirdos? I don't know. Maybe you need to be weird to be a therapist, to sit with solving people's problems all day. I mean, that's a heavy work. There's a lot of burden there. The question is like, can therapists be normal? You know? because you start to become what you spend your time around is like you become that, and you can't avoid it. Even if you're aware of it, you could be 100% aware of it, but if you're around that all day, you're around that energy, that heaviness, that energy starts, your energy starts to become that energy. Well, everybody's welcome. Hello, 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 everybody here. We have a Bic in Croatia too. So glad you use a Bic. You didn't disappoint. What do you mean? I don't get it. Like, what is with the lighter? What would have been a disappointment, Steph? Like a Zippo? Would a Zippo be a disappointment? I don't know. Like, all my lighters are kind of the same. Where are my lighters? All right, here's a red one. There's a red Bic. I don't know. Is something wrong with Bic? Am I supposed to be using like a $400 lighter or something? I got lighters in my gym bag. Somewhere. Beige smells like suntan lotion. Beige is awesome. This stream is brought to you by Les Abstraits Perfume. Indulge in the world of exquisite scents with Les Abstraits Perfumes, your go-to destination for luxury fragrances. We are proud to sponsor this. Thank you so much, A Lifestyle Not For Sale. Don't forget to like the stream and support your journey to bring you the finest in perfume. There you go. Thank you for that ad. Maybe beige alone and keep ghosting gardenia and see what karma gives you. Ah, gardenia. Gardenia might be the softest, eh? I take everything I said back. I think gardenia might be one of the softest. And rightfully so. Like, gardenia is a soft flower. It is delicate. But so is iris. Iris is an extremely delicate flower. Like, when I see iris, they look meek. You know, they're just kind of like flopping around. They don't have, let's say, the strength of a rose. You know? A rose is like, it's the fucking queen of all flowers. Is it rose or jasmine? I think it's the rose. But the jasmine would pound the shit out of a rose. Just the jasmine is badass. Jasmine is that dude in a leather coat driving a motorcycle, a chopper. That's what the jasmine is. The jasmine's got balls. Bella Speedo is the king, says Net Walker. I don't know about soft. My EDT Bella Speedo tends to roar out the leather. You know what? Here, what is this? I've got my EDT as well. Brandon baby. Oh, the toilet. So, yeah, I think the more air that goes into these bottles, the more the perfumes come to life. They start to bloom on your skin. So, I need to give Cristal more time. The Vert seems exactly the same to me. Not sure about the original. I wore the Vert last week. Very fresh. Last Saturday I wore it. I wore it to my son's football practice. Not sure why I haven't added L'Eau de Bleu to the collection yet. I love it. L'Eau de Bleu is so good, isn't it? This does have almond and heliotrope and cherry pie. It's got a nice leather accord that zips right through. But it's quite dry. It's very dry. It's a dry leather. The florals are so well blended, like there's no separation of the florals in Bleue. Sandra says, you lot brainwashed me with Bella Speedo. So did Sebastian Furtado. So instead of getting Comete, I got Bella Speedo last month. We brainwashed her. I love that. Do we have that effect on anyone? I didn't know. I didn't know that worked. Well, we're just sitting here sharing our loves, you know? No pressure on anyone to buy anything. I love smelling good. So you sell anything that smells like Gucci, guilty. That is the panty dropper, bro. What is the new presentation of Mitsuko that Guerlain posted on Instagram today? I don't know. I guess they're just kind of advertising Mitsuko. Bella Speedo transports me to nature. Yeah, the same way 19 does and the same way Mitsuko does, kind of. Not exactly the same thing, but similarly. I see that. Oh God, I've had some bad therapists. Yeah, they exist. Do you have more from that brand or rate as high? What brand, Carl? Are you talking to Jonathan here, it looks like? David Hunter, New York City. Welcome, it's good to see you. Eugene, yesterday I can't believe you threw Guerlain under the bus for Chanel. Unbelievable, this guy. Okay, listen. When I did that, right, I didn't throw the entire history of Guerlain under the bus because I still love these beauties. These are my babies. Like, I grew up with these and I'll never leave. Like, I'll never leave this stuff. I love Bleue. However, I'm not making an attachment to current Guerlain. There's nothing there for me. Like, we are past that point. There's no going back. There's no sense going back because there's just nothing there, you know? When you outgrow something, you just, it makes no sense. We're going forward. And I am going forward. And if Guerlain, you know, they have decided to stay where they are, they have decided not to grow with us, so I'm okay with that. You know, I'm over it. I'm totally over it. No hard feelings. I'm happy for them. But I choose to move elsewhere because they haven't put out anything worth interesting. If you use the Scripto or one of those free ones from the dispensary, I'd be disappointed. Beige or Comete? Which one comes out on top? Oh, for me, it's Comete a million times over. Why are you comparing beige and Comete, Nick? What is the connection there? Tell me the connection. I don't need a therapist. What I need is a good glass of wine and a good night of sleep. Comete is top. I agree. Comete for me. Bobby Dior says Gardenia in 2025. Which date is the voting day for Descendre so we can all wear it and push it up to #1? Oh, yes, June 7th. Descendre Art and Olfaction is June 7th. So cross your fingers, guys. Cross your fingers for Descendre. Put out a good wish. Say a prayer or something. Put out a good vibe. Just put it out into the universe. But, I mean, it's already set. What happens, happens, you know. They've already decided who the winner is. So it's just going to be revealed June 7th. And I've got my fingers crossed. I am hopeful. And I am told to be there. So I'll be there. I'll be there. I have purple and white irises in my garden. How pretty they are. Bic is at top shelf as far as disposable lighters go. You didn't bust out with a crackhead lighter. You know, I don't hang out with crackheads, so I don't know what kind of lighters they use. I don't hang out, dude, I don't hang out with like many people, or very few people that even smoke. And I don't know what kind of lighters they use. I just picked up what was convenient, man. What was easy, what was there. And if it happened to be like a crackhead lighter, I don't know, would you hold it against me? Would we not be friends anymore? You can get Bics customized, quatrefoil Bic. Really? That's pretty cool. I did not know that. A quatrefoil Bic. What do you mean? Like quatrefoils printed on them? Is that what you mean? Like they can print quatrefoil logos on here? AW, what is happening? I agree. After a year, my Bella Speedo EDT is stronger than when I first got it. It seems that way. When I first got it, it felt much softer and weaker, and it just needs time to bloom. Nick Walker says, please try Teint de Neige, Eugene. It's a beautiful powdered rose, jasmine, iris. It's close to luxury baby powder. Somebody mentioned baby powder, that Comete smells like baby powder. And I do get that. I get hints of baby powder in the dry down. I did get that. It's very powdery. It has so many elements of powder. I think I'm gonna start wrapping this up. 88 minutes. But, I mean, I can sit here for hours. I could, because I'm having a blast, but I've got to go to work, and I've got to go to the gym, and I've got things to do. But I feel like Bleue is a time portal. It's transporting. It certainly feels that way. It takes you so many places, and your mind can go in so many different directions. It's just like, and it's great, like how you choose to watch where your mind goes while you're wearing it, you know? Bic lasts 3 months. I tested it. Eugene is top shelf. Hi, Eugene. Hi, AP. Oh, that Anna Panuto, you changed your name. I didn't recognize. Why did you do that? Or you changed your picture. But I see you now. How's it going? What are you wearing, Anna? Let us know what you're wearing. I've noticed a lot of bong smokers use the torch style lighters. I have a torch style lighter, but I mean, damn, here in Canada, you need that in the winter time. When it's minus 40 and blowing, like you're in the frozen tundra, this stuff they're not helpful. I do have one of those Bic lighters. 71 in the chat, 35 in Pradeep's comment. 71. Eugene made me buy all my perfumes. This is coming from a therapist. Oh, geez. Made me. I'm gonna let you rephrase that, Oris. My whole collection is his fault. Thank you. I appreciate that, Oris. CK, if you smoke top shelf, $100 an eighth, it's not smart to use those type of lighters. It's not. We need another Iris Ganache or Ombre Eternal. You never know. They might bring those back. They do it all the time. They're constantly like discontinuing, bringing back, repackaging, rebranding, renaming. They don't even know what the hell's going on over there sometimes. It's like a lack of communication. The two head perfumers, it seems like they don't even talk to each other. Best concentration of Bleue. Parfum. If you can get the Parfum, get the Parfum. If not, then I would say the EDP. The Parfum is really special. Pont de Born. I smelled Comete first time today at Holtz. What'd you think? Jonathan says, I finally decided to go after Le Léon. So you picked it up? What made you pick it up? What is it that triggered that? I normally get very good quality live res vapes. No, you made me. Tell me, how did I make you? Exactly. Exactly how did I make you? They got filters on here? Damn. Let me play with the filters for a bit. Where should I stop? Oh, look at that. Holy smokes. How cool is this? I feel like I'm getting like abducted by a UFO. I'm going. Look at the bubbles. Do you guys see these? Thoughts on Les Indemnidables Ambre Supreme. A very nice, a floral ambergris. Soapy. And a Malic. Clean and dirty. At the gym now, going to do some overhead pressing. Tonight is squat night for me. Tonight we're doing some squats. Thoughts on Armani Code Parfums, thinking about buying it. Never smelled it. Or did he use mind control? No time for the gym recently. Bullocks! It should be the only thing that you have to do. It should be your main responsibility is to take care of yourself before anything. Actually, that is kind of my philosophy, is to take care of yourself. That should be your main concern every day. Before anything else, is to take care of your health. This is a cult. Yes. And this is your cult leader. Do you like a Le Labo Another 13? I do. I do, for like the musky fragrance that it is. Every day is squat day for Eugene. Yeah, man. Squats are good if you're horny and stuff. Or if you have low T, do squats. It helps. Clean and dirty sounds like my type. All right, guys, 94 minutes in. I'm going to take off. I've got so many responsibilities that I'm neglecting, but I mean, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself, and I hate to go. I really do. I can sit here all night and just smoke pot, talk about perfume, and sit with you guys, but the time has come. The time has come. I must go. Let's have one more look at the park before I leave, if you guys want to see it. I'll show you the park. We got 53 here and 54 likes. How awesome is that? You guys are awesome. You guys are super duper. Oh, fuck. I think there's a homeless dude over there. Okay, hang on a second. So this one. Squats are good for the booty. They're awesome for the booty. My booty is perky. This all heads to Lake Ontario. Effective Story says, good luck for Descendre. Thank you, Corinne. I appreciate that. Really. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys when I get there. I'll try and do some live streams, and hopefully I'll meet some other perfume heads and perfumistas, and I'll be able to bring you guys some content and just some things to enjoy while I'm there. I'll try and share as much as I can. Also having as much fun as I can too, without being like attached to my phone. It looks like they're pulling out golf balls or something here. Yeah, this is the Croatian Park in Mississauga. And they've had this land for a good, 30 or 40 years they've owned this property. And we get together here during big events. They'll have, throughout the year, they'll have events through the summer. And there's large picnics here. Sometimes there's thousands and thousands of people that come. And, it's a great way to meet people, to connect, make connections. But it's a fairly large community here in Mississauga. They've got another park about 30 minutes from here, just outside of Georgetown, and it's just as beautiful, but it doesn't have the river going through it. It's probably a nicer park, and the other park is probably nicer, but it doesn't have the luxury of a river. So if I don't go to Paris after Portugal now, I'll probably go, I'm thinking about like with the next Les Abs release, I'll go and meet with Antoine and Remy. But I'm gonna decide everything this weekend. I'm gonna sit with the kids and sit with my own thoughts. I haven't put too much thought into it yet, to be honest. I just know that I have to go. Can we swim? I learned how to swim here actually in this river. I wouldn't swim here now. When I learned how to swim, it was like 40 years ago here. 45 years ago. It's much cleaner. But over there, you can see there's a little hut. All the old Croatian men, they get together and they play. I'm gonna try and stabilize this as much as I can, but they play bocce ball over there. All the old retired dudes that are just kind of like on the last chapter of their life. Most of their wives are gone, and these guys, they find each other, come here, they get some drinks, they play bocce ball, and they enjoy each other's company. This is where we find Eugene in 20 years. I always said, like, when I pass, when I'm gone, this is where I want to be, like my ashes spread out. I don't want to be buried. I just want to be torched and let me free, you know? Don't bury me into the ground, lock me up. Let me free, let me roam, scatter me around various parts. But something like this would be nice, under a tree, or under that tree where I was parked. Like, there's a lot of breath under that tree. There's a lot of life. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of vibration there. And that's where the best imaginations come from, is under a tree. And you got that flow. Especially when you let go of your thoughts and you become one. And the energy flows right through you. I see a lot of new people here. For all the newbies, if you guys want to try my perfumes, check them out at lesabstraits.com. Check out one of the samples and I'll send you 3. We got 3 perfumes out. If you check out one, buy one, just one, $15. I will send you all 3. And if there's a charge for shipping, use code freefreefree. That will get you free shipping around the world. But thank you. I mean, for everyone that's tried them, thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys. You guys have been truly amazing. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, I can sit under something like this and I wouldn't move, you know, I would be content. I just get up because I have to go to the pee or something. No phone, no nothing. You know what I mean? And that brings me like the greatest joy. This is where I find the most peace, is just being here in nature, like with the sound of this flowing river. Right? But that's kind of like where my life is at, you know, now at 50. Kind of experienced everything that I've ever wanted. Had kids, worked some cool jobs, and now it's just kind of like in the mellowing stage, in the healing stage, you know. The chill out stage. Yeah, Krista and I would sit here and we did videos. I'll show you. We did videos right here at this table. This is where the table would be parked. Right here. That was the background. But guys, good seeing you. 50 in the house. Love you. I am going to take off. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day doing things that you love doing, and just continue spreading love, peace, joy, and all the good things out there, and it'll come back to you. Everything will come back to you, you know. Be that magnet. Have a great